So, without further ado, I guess I'll just jump into maybe asking some questions. I think we're really thrilled to have Henry Fong from Yodo One, who's the founder and CEO. And Henry, maybe what we could do tonight for our audience is, first maybe understand a little bit about what Yodo One does, and then second, I know that you're a successful serial entrepreneur and you've been involved in several different kinds of successful businesses, and perhaps we could chat a little bit about how your experience has prepared you for Yodo One. And then third, growing a business as quickly as you've done is not easy, and perhaps you could share some of the secrets that you've applied to grow so quickly. And then finally, I know that there are investors in the audience as well that perhaps you could share a little bit from an entrepreneur's perspective, what it's like working with VCs because you've successfully raised a Series A round from Singtel. So to begin with, we all know that the mobile market is just booming in China, and Yodo One's mission is to help foreign developers and publishers get a piece of China. What does that mean?
Actually, we changed our tagline. It's mobilize your games in China. So our business model is really simple. China smartphone gaming is obviously right now an explosive market. A lot of game studios from around the world are looking at how to break into that market, not only to get a lot of downloads, but more importantly, how to monetize that market. So Yodo One works primarily with Western game studios. We help them culturalize their product, culturalize their game content, play mechanics, monetization mechanics. We help them promote their games in China across the hundreds of different app stores in China. And more importantly, we help them collect payment. So working with the various operators, carriers, app stores in China, help them monetize their games.
Great. Well, maybe just by way of background, because maybe not everyone might be so familiar with how games are actually launched, could you maybe just give us a brief overview of, say, I'm a game developer in the US and I'm thinking about China. Maybe just briefly, what's involved in actually getting a game here and making money?
Okay, so before we go down that track, how many people in the audience are in mobile or in gaming? Quite a few, so probably 20% of the audience. So if you're looking to launch a game or an app, a mobile game or app in the Western markets, it's fairly straightforward, right? iTunes, Google Play, Amazon. And each of those three app stores typically will help you take care of your app's discovery, distribution, and also payment. So a user jumps on one of those app stores, finds your app or game, downloads it, and either via a paid download or consumes in-app purchases. You bring that into China now, the entire discovery process and distribution process is now broken over hundreds of different app stores. Right? There are free app promotion sites, there are tier 1 app stores, there are carrier app stores, right? So the first thing as a game studio is, who the hell do I work with, right? And, being a startup games developer, how do I have the time and resources to navigate the hundreds of app stores? Assuming you've got that figured out, most of those app stores don't handle payment. So how do I integrate payment into my game, right? What payment methods convert the best in China? So there's dozens of payment methods ranging from carrier billing, Alipay, custom app store billing, right? So when you take a game and launch in the Western markets versus taking a game and launching in the China market, the complexities and the different combinations of discovery, distribution, and monetization are mind-boggling to most game studios.
Great. So you're essentially providing a one-stop shop for foreign developers and kind of addressing a lot of the complexities in launching a game here.
Yeah, I think we started off with foreign developers mostly, but we've been getting a lot of interest and requests from local developers as well. So regardless of whether you're a foreign developer or you're a local developer, the challenges of launching, promoting, monetizing, and sustaining your game in the market, particularly a market as complicated as the Chinese mobile games market, it's a totally different discipline to games production, design, and development.
Okay. So, I mean, it's clearly an explosive market. You guys are onto something. But having a great idea, recognizing a market, and actually being able to actually implement on it are two separate things. And it seems to me that what maybe sets you apart from some other entrepreneurs is that this is actually not your first company. Could you share with us a little bit about your prior experiences and how that might have helped you build Yodo One?
Yeah, make lots of mistakes, and but don't make the same ones twice. Um, Yoda One's probably the fourth company that I founded. Previously, I founded tech consultancies that help Western companies enter the China market in spaces what we call traditional tech, so hardware, software, cloud services, etc. So for the last bit over the last decade, I've been doing various startup gigs. Um, and the advantage of that is when I founded Yoda One 18 months ago, or thereabouts, I had a very broad support network of very experienced startup people that I could tap on to form the core management team, right? And I think if you're a first-time entrepreneur, find the right partners and find people that you trust to form your management team. You're not going to find the perfect partner or the perfect candidate. It's important to find people that one, you can trust, two, you know what they're good at, and also what they're not good at, right? And then fill the holes up, right, with new recruits, new talent, and really, really smart young people that can learn really quickly. So particularly if you're in mobile internet right now, experience is good, but it doesn't count for much when the market is changing so quickly, right? The ability to learn quickly and pivot quickly is more important, than 10 years of experience on a resume.